Hello, everyone. We are back. I am back. Hello, I'm Spef. Was hosting this morning. I'm back again. Couldn't get enough of Completithon 2023, benefiting Somos Familia Valle. We have an incredible run coming up here next. UnMetal, all achievements by NickRPGreen, and RPGreen. I apologize for that. I have some really good news. We are completely set up and ready to go. So I will hand this over to Nick. Go for it.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure who this NickRPGreen is, because my name is Jesse Fox, and I was put in prison for a crime I didn't commit. Obviously, that's not real. I am NickRPGreen. Hello, welcome to this all achievements run of UnMetal. This is the first time UnMetal has ever been shown, to the best of my knowledge, first time UnMetal has ever been shown at a marathon, and it isn't just an any % run. So all achievements means we are going to collect all 40 achievements in the game. If I go to the achievements tab, you'll see that there is a nice big screen of 40 locked tabs. I also have the Steam overlay, and that shows that there's 0 out of 40 unlocked. So we will see those pop up in the bottom right hand corner on Steam as well when I unlock them. As in full Jesse Fox garb, which includes some really nice new additions to my costume. I actually have official UnMetal, an official UnMetal bandana as well, courtesy of the recently released UnMetal Collector's Edition, which is an absolutely fantastic set, and I've really enjoyed having it. But let's get on with the run. So we're going to start a new game. I am sure that my current game will be lost. We're going to play this on hard because one of the achievements is for completing the game on hard. So the game will start as soon as I select the difficulty level, which is going to be in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we have been, as I said, we have been put in prison for a crime that we didn't commit, and the entire premise of the game is Jesse just wants to escape. Now, because we're playing all achievements, one of the interesting things about the PC and Switch versions of the games is they include these little medals. We have to collect the medal to unlock a challenge, and we then, once we've completed the challenge, we unlock the achievement. Now, for a lot of the early part of the run, I'm going to be doing what we would call a perfect run. So I'm going to grab this one. You're a tough guy. That is for completing the game on hard. So again, that's why we are playing on the hard difficulty. So for the majority of the start of the run, I'm going to be doing what we call a perfect run, which is I'm going to be getting all XP. You'll notice every time I defeat one of these guards, I get a little star that goes up into the top right-hand corner. So the game contains an XP system. We can get to level 10, and one of the achievements in the game is to get to level 10. You get XP by taking out a guard silently without them spotting you. As soon as a guard spots you, you can no longer get XP from them. So that's why we have to play this a little bit safer. It's a little bit more interesting. However, we don't need every single XP in the game in order to complete it. We only need, I think it's something like 117 out of 136 or something like that XP. So we can take some shortcuts and do some other really useful things with that. And it's not going to happen for a little while, but we'll obviously talk about it more when it comes up. In the meantime, we've just crafted an unencrypted radio. We've given that to the kernel. We need to craft another one so that we've got one. We don't want the enemy hearing, listening into our conversations. That guard is in a really awkward position, so I'm gonna load load back from the save that we just did, and that guard's gonna reset to there, which is kind of handy. We'll be reloading saves a lot throughout this run. It's a very, very useful mechanic. So I'm gonna punch that whilst I'm waiting for him to come down. I'm gonna craft my other radio, punch him out. Grab this handkerchief, because that is going to be useful. We've got another medal to collect here, but I also want to break that box. That has got some depleted uranium balls in it. Those might come in handy. Get to this guard, knock him out, and he's going to have an eye patch. We'll take the eye patch, and we now hit level 2. We've got our first achievement. 1 achievement done, 39 to go. We've reached level 2. I'm gonna come into this toilet. There's a guard just trying to use the toilet. We're just gonna mess around with his day a little bit. I'm gonna save here. The other traditional way of saving the game is by using the toilet. Now, that was really important that we did that. That guard didn't have any XP, but what was in that room were some toilet doors. There are a total of 15 toilet doors in the game, and we have to destroy every single one of them. So I will specifically be going to the toilet at times in order to get those toilet doors. Now I'm going to craft my first weapon. This is the catapult. So we've used a stick, we've used the eye patch, and we're now going to use these depleted uranium balls to throw them, to slingshot them rather, at enemies. Right, over here, I'm going to punch there so that guard hears. Wait for him to come down. There we go. So, so far so good on the XP. There's knock knock. That is for destroying all 15 toilet doors. We're now going to come over into this little room here. We're going to make our way through with another little bit of achievement progress. When the guy said break that box for a key, he actually meant the other box on the other side. We're going to use that key to get into this cell. Collect potty time. That is the achievement for collecting all 5 potties in the game. As I said that you can save the game by going to a toilet. You can also have up to 5 potties in your inventory so that you can save at any time. However, there is one more achievement where even though we're collecting all of them, we're not allowed to use any. I still want... Oh, whoops. I still need perfect XP from these guards. These are the 2 joking guards, and there's a couple of ways of doing it. You can either wait for them to have joke. You can see that they're laughing at the moment. Whilst they're laughing, the guards won't notice you approach them. Waiting around for them can take a little while. So what I'm going to hopefully do is distract them with... Oh, this isn't going to work. I'm going to have to load it again. This is a really awkward trick. Maybe I just wait for the maybe I just wait for them to have their joke. It's a really awkward trick because sometimes when the guard goes to investigate, he will move up towards the guard and be facing north. Sometimes, as you saw just there, when he investigates, he's facing to the east. Now I can do it. There we go. Knock him out. And knock him out. That was perfect. Got both XP off both of those guards, but as I say, you know, I had to reload. It was a little bit slow. Ideally, if you have really good RNG, then you'll do something slightly different. You'll wait for the joke. But we have our first boss. This is Grenade Guy. Grenade Guy. It's a bit of a joke character in the game that the devs and the speedrunning community made a lot of fun of. But we're going to dispatch him pretty easily. There we go. First boss dead. Grab this hook. Next medal is there. Sort of childish, don't you think? That is for defeating 5 enemies using the slingshot. We're not going to worry about it too much. There's only 5 of them, and we're going to need it much later on. There is Continence. That is the aforementioned achievement for not using any potties. And that is the end of chapter 1. The game is split into 10 chapters. At the end of each chapter, we should get an achievement for completing the chapter, which I did. I got an unperfect run of that level. It's the only level we'll get which is unperfect. It means that I got all experience, all secrets, and I also completed a couple of extra developer challenges, but we don't need to worry about those for the rest of the run. So, Chapter 2, something stinks really bad. We are now in the sewers. Now in a horrible sewer. We're going to use the severed arm to check what the sewage level is like. The severed arm dissolves instantly in the sewage water, so we know that we can't climb through the sewer. We are immediately going to come across our next boss. This is Sergeant Roscoe, who we can't use the slingshot against him. So what we're going to do is we're going to punch this globe at him instead. Whilst expertly avoiding his shots. Oh, that was close. I didn't think that one was going to hit. I was pleasantly surprised. So just play a game of angles. Wait for it. One more. And he's defeated. Yeah! we've leveled up to level 3. At level 3, we're going to take healing, apply bandages and first aid kits twice as fast. We are going to be healing a lot during this run, so being able to heal faster is very, very important. Having more health is not. So now make our way back through these sewers, and we're going to come across our first use of a trick called save scumming. Save scumming sounds very similar to how you might save scum in an RPG or a RTS. I'm just going to load that save. By loading this save, it prevents a bunch of piranha monsters from spawning early in that room, meaning I can immediately break and get that box thing. Oh, I should call the colonel. Moving out, we're not going to do, if we went right, there'd be a skip that we do in any percent called dog skip. We're not going to do dog skip because we need the XP. I'm going to try and get to that guard before he turns. Excellent, and I did. Still aiming for perfect XP at this point. I'm going to have to load because I got spotted. And that got spotted by that guard as well. You may have noticed already that guard patrols are random. It's one of the things that makes this game really interesting to speedrun. There's so much RNG in the run, but it's all lots of little bits of RNG. It's not, you know, one really big obnoxious bit of RNG that completely throws your run. It's very interesting to have to deal with. I've got a really nice room here with these guards. They are nicely separated. I need that handkerchief for later. Got knock that guard out. Beautiful. Now we're into this room. We're going to get most of the items that are in here because they're going to be useful. Going to get some meat. Big old block of meat. That's that's going to be very helpful. And some gasoline. The gasoline is actually the most useful inventory item in that room. We're going to use that to make some Molotov cocktails, which is going to be another achievement later on. So I'm just going to make my way back in this direction. There'll be a quick cutscene to skip. And now I want that meat. Good old meat. So I'm going to throw the meat. That distracts the dog. So there is a trick called dog skip where we don't go and get the meat. We can get around the dog without needing it. But because I need perfect XP and I need to make Molotov cocktails, it's quicker to then use the meat than do the dog skip. So take those two guards out. On up into this room. We're going to get some more equipment up in here. We've been collecting these barrels. Those barrels are going to combine with this pallet, and we are now going to be able to create a little bridge. But I need to do some other stuff first. I'm going to make that radio. We're going to give that to the prisoner who is in this cell here, Robert. So we give that to him, and now we're going to make our way back. Throw the meat again. Let the dog eat it. If you feed the dog too much and overfeed him, he'll get really, really fat. One of the unperfect missions that you have to do if you're doing an unperfect run is make the dog really fat, and that's kind of funny. He sort of waddles along. Just loading there, just because loading there resets all of the enemy positions in these next few sets of rooms. So I kind of know exactly what I'm going to be dealing with. I've got an empty bottle. We're going to be using that. And here, I'm deliberately going to slow down so that those get killed, because we've just got a new challenge, Shredded Tuna. Shredded Tuna requires me to let 5 of those piranha monsters get killed by the shredders. So I've done 2. Up in here, we're going to break 2 more of these. There's a save point, so we'll use the save point as we're here. And head back downstairs. Want this bottle? These are the bottles we're going to use to make Molotovs. Make our way back over here. So I still need to have 3 more of the piranhas killed by these. I think I can get I don't think I need to do any of those ones. I'm pretty sure there'll be 3 here. Yes, there are. So I'm just going to move over here. There we go. That's 2, and there's 1 more down at the bottom. There we go. And there we go. Shredded Tuna, kill 5 piranhas with that. Oh, I got hurt there. Other advantage of save scumming is we can then load it and get all of our health back and stop bleeding. So I just got asked the question, I feel like there must have been a lot of rats down there. I said there were a lot of rats. I felt like a piece of cheese. And the game quite literally turns us into a piece of cheese to display the metaphor in a more literal sense. And I started going for cheese because I actually have a nice big piece of cheese to wave around now.
Every time I think I know what's happening in this game, something happens. I was not expecting.
The game is it pays homage, but it is also a parody of the 2D Metal Gear game. So if you know the MSX games, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, this is a deliberate parody of it. So there's a lot of humor in the game, and of course, because I'm skipping every single cutscene, you are missing out on quite a lot of it. We need to craft those Molotov cocktails. So put 3 lots of gas, 3 lots of napkins. There we go. That's the smell of napalm. We're now going to fix this flamethrower that we just found, and we can move on. That's a bit of an awkward menu. Those Molotovs are going to be really helpful in the next chapter. There's a couple of really annoying bosses, and we're going to be able to kill them very, very quickly with the Molotovs. So the rats are back. I have to be very careful with my flamethrower. You'll see that there is a little red meter above Jesse's head. If that meter gets full, the flamethrower will explode and I will die. And that's a bad thing, and we don't want that to happen. So I do have to be quite careful with how often I use it. I can't just spam it. Let's make my way through the sewer. Throw one back up there. Oh, there we go. I'm good. I'm okay. Throw one back there. Keep going. All right, that's that section done, thankfully. We can now we get our next secret. We have to collect 15 secrets throughout the game. There are 22 secrets altogether. So we don't have to collect all of them. That's actually a really good thing. And I'm going to make sure I say this bit nice and loud and clear. It is actually impossible to collect all secrets in the game and all achievements at the same time. Therefore, a 100% run of this game is currently impossible. I say that loud and clear and clearly because one of the developers is in chat. So I'm letting him know for a future patch. I want a 100% run. So you may notice I'm not using the flamethrower. That is because we've got to do this achievement next, Cold as Ice. We've got to do this entire boss fight without damaging sewer junk with the flamethrower. I'm allowed to damage his tentacles, and I'm allowed to kill the rats with the flamethrower. This is not the best place to stand for this. But, oh, that's awkward. That's not the nicest spot. I'm gonna die to the rats. That was a really horrible spot for sewer junk to spawn in. So unfortunately, that's our first death. First death of the run. So we'll try this again. It is very important that I collect the medal on the left-hand side before I defeat the boss. There is this one moment on where he is on the left. It'll come up. He'll come up now. So I'll kill those rats. Where I can't reach him at this point, so that's the perfect opportunity to grab those. I've been asked how many tentacles sewer junk has, and you might think, why are you saying he's got 6 tentacles? Because again, the game likes to confuse you and diverge your expectations. By saying he has 6 tentacles, we say that he has 6 tentacles. If you say that he only has 2 tentacles, Jesse will say he had 24 tentacles. And if I recall correctly, 4 tentacles is 4 tentacles is 2 lots of 4 tentacles, so he'll have 8. So I'm just going to try and concentrate a bit more on this fight. I'm struggling a little bit. This is probably, for all achievements, probably the most annoying fight in the game. Particularly as you've still got to deal with these rats as well. I'm going to quickly heal. Ow! Ooh. So he's now actually destroying bits of terrain now. We'll now get the option of whether the flamethrower breaks or explodes. Of course, we don't want it to explode. That would kill me. One more hit. Where's he going to spawn? That's not a bad place for him to spawn. There we go. Done. And that is level 4. So we've also got the achievement for reaching level 4. We take Rolling Thunder as our next level upgrades. That allows me to roll a lot faster and a lot more often, which is handy because rolling is nice and fast. And that is Chapter 2. And there is the achievement for completing Chapter 2. Another perfect level. We got all XP, we got all secrets. It's not unperfect because I didn't do the developer challenges. We won't be getting unperfect anywhere else in the run. All right, Chapter 3. So here in Chapter 3, this is the first chapter where I'm not going to get a perfect level. We are deliberately going to skip the final secrets in this run because it's a really, really long backtrack. We've got our next potty. I'm going to save it as I'm here. We're going to head into this base. Chapter 3 introduces... That is not a very nice position for that guard to be in. That's okay. I'm going to head towards the exit. Just so I can take care of this guard now. Unfortunately, the exit is closed. We need it's got a retinal eye scanner. This is not the nicest. Okay, that's okay.
Mike.
That went surprisingly well. When guards are really close together in a room, it can make it really difficult to pick them off one by one. It'll get a little easier after this level because I'll get a new weapon. Which will make that a lot easier. But until that point, it can be a little tricky. And even then, if they're right next to each other, it's still quite difficult. So I had to try and isolate them. So getting only one of those guards to hear that sound and not the other one, it does take a good bit of knowledge as to exactly how far away you need to be. Now we've got a real weapon. We've got a gun. We're going to get our next medal here. Lord of the Bullets. Requires me to have 90 bullets at one time. Now, Jesse isn't a mercenary. He's not an assassin. He is, he's not a super soldier or anything like that. He will not allow any enemies to die. Let me just check something. Okay, I did collect it. He won't allow any enemies to die. If he... Oh, I... Got spotted. I still need the XP in this one. So unfortunately, any moment where there's XP to be had, any moment where there's XP to be had and I miss it, I do need to take a load and retry. But I'm also trying to do something else. There we go. So I'll start again. Jesse won't allow any enemies to die. So if at any point I deal lethal damage to an enemy, I have to heal them. So here I'm shooting this guy and then healing him before he bleeds out. One of the achievement we picked up in the infirmary was for healing 20 guards throughout the game. We're going to be working on this all the way up to the penultimate chapter. It's going to take a while, but as I have 6 health kits right now, so it uses up your health kits, as I have 6 health kits right now, it's really useful to get started on this. Next thing we're going to be collecting are these bullet slots. One bullet slot gives you 1 extra bullet to your maximum capacity. There's going to be a level up option later on that is going to allow me to have up to 80 bullets in my inventory. The achievement though is for 90, so we also have to collect 10 bullet pouches. Luckily they are perfectly routed, so we don't have to get some of the really annoying ones. I think there's 14 bullet pouches in the game altogether. Next medal, Rage Against the Machine. Destroy 5 drones by punching them. Rather annoying challenge, as you'll see. I can't reach that drone until it comes over to the catwalk. There we go. A nice another little bit of extra orange on. They're both staying away. Come over here. Oh, I've been shot by one of them.
Hey, Nick, while you wrestle with these machines, do you mind if I hop in with a quick donation?
That's probably a good idea.
Well, we got a donation for $5 from Jack Lifeyear about 4 minutes ago.
Hey.
That says, Game Creative Assistant Jack Lifeyear here, popping $5 for your first death to sewer junk. Hope others will do the same. I couldn't hear you because you were shouting loud and clear. So also that went towards the Adopt a Pet bid war, by the way, for Stardew Valley towards Adopt a Dog. So we are closing that gap. $44 for Adopt a Dog, $70 for Adopt a Cat. Close that gap, dog people. I know you can do it. Do it for the dogs. But yeah, $5 a death doesn't sound too bad for me. So if anyone else wants to hop in on that, or at least match the $5 for that first death, I think that's a great idea. But thank you so much for that, Jack Lifeyear, and happy to have you here.
No, boy, there will be more deaths in this run. In fact, we're going to have a death in this very room here. We just collected a medal for die whilst tampering with items in your inventory. So I'm going to collect some sodium. I'm going to collect some water. I'm going to combine those two together, and oh, they exploded! And that is the only necessary death in the run. We have to take that death. Now that that's done, we're going to get the actual items we need. Chlora and Form. 1 part Chlora plus 1 part Form creates chloroform. That's how science works.
Yeah, that's science. I've never seen it.
We now have a chloroform handkerchief, and I've just collected another medal, which is for... Oh, we just hit level 5 as well. So I'm just going to quickly level up and take Gunslinger, reload the gun automatically. So we now have a challenge to do, which is to put 20 guards throughout the run to sleep. Just like healing 20 guards, this is what we're going to be working on throughout the run. So if you ever want to pick this run up, it's the 2 things that you always kind of have to have in the back of your mind. You know, whenever you have an opportunity, either put a guard to sleep or heal a guard. Healing a guard is probably more important, so we'll be focusing on that first. But it is important that you keep an eye on both of those. Up here, we are going through some laser rooms. We've got our next medal, Major. That's for reaching level 6. We've got some files to grab while we're in here. Must make sure we get these, otherwise we can't complete the level. And I'm putting on and off this thermal imaging suit. The suit hides me from the infrared rays that we see. You can't see where the rays are. If you play this on easy, you will see where the rays are, but on hard, you don't see them at all. So I'm just having to take it off every time I punch because it is. I think the game describes it as being made out of essentially tin foil. So punching would break it. We get another choice in this room, DTC, GRD, or SHP. I've taken GRD because it's guards. I want the XP from these guards. I'm actually going to demonstrate one of each of the objectives. So we put a guard to sleep. We took a guard out. Oh, and that guard then spotted me. So I'm going to quickly retry that. So we're going to put the first guard to sleep. There we go. We're then going to take the next guard out with the slingshot, and I'm then gonna. I've been practicing this section, and that guard is now. This is what I mean about the RNG in this run. That guard all of a sudden on the left-hand side is noticing me when he shouldn't be. Right, try this again. Put this guard to sleep. I'll now punch.
Mike!
There we go.
Are you okay?
Punch, shoot, heal. We did it! We've successfully put 1 guard to sleep, healed 1 guard, and then hit 1 guard with the slingshot. 1 bit of progress was all 3 of those achievements in 1 room. It's just a shame it took me 3 attempts to get it right. We've been collecting these batteries. We're going to give these batteries to this engineer, and he's going to lower the laser grid. in a very floppy fashion. And we now have our next challenge. Answer this call. There in 60 Seconds, which is obviously a nod to the Nicolas Cage film Gone in 60 Seconds. Great film. Highly recommend it. If you're a fan of the Fast and Furious films, you'll love Gone in 60 Seconds. But anyway, there in 60 seconds means I have to get to the ground floor in 60 seconds. So I'm running back as quickly as I can. We're going to have a couple of guards to deal with. This is useful, though, because it's a few more guards to heal. So I'm going to shoot both of them. There's going to be 2 lots of first aid kits in here. I'm going to heal those 2. Move up into the next room. Shoot. Oh, shoot that one. There's no XP from these guards, so I don't have to worry. And now head downstairs. As long as this lift hits the ground floor before the timer hits 1 minute, that will be the achievement unlocked. And there we go. There in 60 seconds. Not a problem. Now, you may have noticed earlier, I defeated a boss very, very quickly by throwing 2 Molotovs at it. We're going to do the same with this. We've got one more boss here in this chapter before we move on. There he is, Lieutenant Marcuson, and his two guards. So I'm going to head over. He's going to come back out, so we're just going to hide out of the way. Here he comes. He's going to bugger off. We're just going to go and check on the doctor, make sure she's okay. There's a little cutscene here where Jessie goes in for a kiss, but she doesn't reciprocate, and she slaps him. And now we head into the boss fights. So for this boss fight, I want to heal these guards. So I'm going to shoot the first 2. I'm going to quickly swap to my Molotov, and boss defeated. So Jessie has now taken out 3 guards. So we do have to make sure that I heal them. If they bleed out, it's a game over and I've got to redo the fight. But we're all good. And then here is the deviation from perfect. I have got perfect XP, which is important, but I'm deliberately avoiding one secret. It's a really big backtrack in the level. It takes a long time, and luckily there's enough stuff elsewhere in the game to not warrant having to get it. So there we see 18 experience gained, but only 1 of 2 secrets. That is going to be similar in Chapter 4. We have the biggest skip of the game. Always thought this was only ever going to be a skip we could do in any percent, but luckily it is doable in all achievements. We are going to be skipping an entire boss with this. I'm going to heal that guard because I've still got health kits to go. Move into this room. Before I try and get past the dogs, call the colonel. If you don't call the colonel, when you get to the middle of the room, he calls you and all the dogs wake up. Which, as you can probably imagine, is not very good. Put a couple more of these guards to sleep. I still want to get as much XP as possible. There's another secret hidden behind these trees, so we'll grab that. And then this guy, I'm going to shoot and heal. So, bunch of guys healed, bunch of guys put to sleep. This is minefield skip. So this is one big giant minefield. In this second minefield, there is a medal I have to get. So I'm going to make my way over. Back up again. And then there's more mines here. And I'm through. The minefields in the game are random. However, once you've got a minefield loaded, that minefield will remain throughout the rest of your play session. So for any run of this game, the way that you do minefield skip is you go into chapter 4, you find out where the mines are, you find a suitable way forward through it, and then when you next play the game, the minefield will be in the same place. As long as you haven't closed the game down, the minefield will still be in the same place. Then, whenever you start a new game, so you've closed the game down, you've switched your computer off, you come back to it the next time for a new run, all you have to do is reload Chapter 4 again. It will give you the same minefield you had before, and you can just rinse, repeat. The only extra thing we have to do with all achievements is we have to make sure we've got a Chapter 4 save where none of the achievements have been unlocked. If you have any achievements unlocked in your save, as soon as you load that Chapter 4 save, you'll unlock all the achievements that you already unlocked. So every time I restart this run, I have to reset all of the achievements on Steam And then I have to replace a save with a Chapter 4 save that doesn't have any achievements unlocked. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt to set up and do, but once you set up, it's not too bad. It just means you can't just restart a run whenever you want. You have to go through a small process of resetting everything. I took a very specific route through the jungle there. You have to go through a very specific way. Grab the medal for Colonel, which is for reaching level 8, which is not too far away from. Don't have to worry about those guards there. But that is the end of Chapter 4. It's the quickest chapter in the game, thanks to that really big minefield skip. I say there's an entire underground base that we've skipped. There's a boss. It's a really fun boss, but we skipped that completely as well, and move straight on to every runner's least favorite chapter. Especially, well, if you're doing perfect, unperfect, or all achievements, this is Chapter 5. Chapter 5 has a unique mechanic with it. There's going to be you can see the arrows on the right hand side. I've just hit level 6. Going to take lethal weapon, guns deal more damage. Those arrows on that side, they are a patrol. So there's a patrol that constantly goes round and round in circles in this level, and as a result, any guards that we knock out have to be put away into a building or somewhere else. You can't just leave them lying around for the patrol to find. The game won't let you progress on. So every guard that I take out has to be put away. Now, I'm not going to be getting perfect XP on this level either. There's a couple of really nasty rooms later on, and we're going to be avoiding those, but I'm going to try and get as much XP as I can, because there is a slight optimization for another chapter later on. So take this guard into here. These rooms also have bullet pouches that I need to collect. So that's 3 bullet pouches obtained, still got 7 to go. That guard is all the way. I'm going to actually take that guard out with the slingshot before he turns back round. Put him in here. There's a medal we've got to get. We've got to answer that call. And there's another bullet pouch. Now I want 1 more XP from this guard. I'm going to bring him back to here. Put him in here. The patrol is on its way round, so I'm just going to grab some items because I've got to wait for that patrol to move on. I've now got enough XP. I've got exactly the amount of XP I want. So I'm going to need to do another trick here. I want to wait for the patrol to leave. What I want to do is I want to get spotted by this guard. And as soon as he spots me, move off screen. Done. I'm fine. There are several alert states in this game. Again, similar to Metal Gear Solid, you kind of have alert, evasion, and caution. And an alert, alert is red. You'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner, my alert is yellow, which means I'm on evasion. It's now turned into a question mark, which now means I'm on caution. If you get a red alert, every single door in whatever base you're in, wherever you are, will lock and you won't be able to go through them. But if you get spotted and move off screen before the enemy has a chance to call on the radio, you won't get that alert. Oh dear, that guard's not being very nice. Again, I do still want XP here. Patrol's on the way. I'm gonna have to play this safe, and we're just gonna have to wait for the patrol to pass. So I'm just taking out a few guards here. So now's a good time, if you've got any donation messages or anything else you want to say about the charity, now's a really good time for it.
Yeah, that I do. So we have another donation from Jack Lefear, and by the way, I apologize for the mispronunciation of your name. If I'm still saying it wrong, please let me know in chat.
That is correct. That is how Jack's name is said.
Amazing. And they say, death number 2 for science. Anyone gonna match? So that was another $5. So $5 per death. You could do $5 per death. You could do $5 per unintentional death. You could just do $5. Any amount helps and goes directly towards Somos Familia Valle, and we really appreciate it. So !donate if you want to get in on matching those death donations, or if you just want to donate for anything else. We got a ton of incentives, a ton of bid wars, and there's plenty to donate for.
Just going to take this guard out, quickly grab this guard. This guard will be fine here as the patrol goes past. They won't look at him, but the game won't let me progress on until I put him away. We're just going to get our next secret in here, the body armor. Body armor is very helpful. There is a 50% chance of any damage that Jesse takes to just be ignored. So it's RNG, but it can save your life in a pinch. Can see that the patrol has just gone round. So it's very likely the patrol is going to be in the next room. So I'm going to duck into this toilet. Grab a quick 2 XP from the boss, the drill sergeant. This is an optional boss. And this boss is just done... Chose the wrong option. That boss is just you just have to choose the right options for what he's doing. It's trial and error, and unfortunately I picked the wrong option. So I do have to quickly redo this section again. It shouldn't take me too long. Quick, get to this guard. No! The game is not being very pleasant to me today, which is about right because it's a marathon run. We will get there. I will get past these guards. I'm going to leave him there. Cool, I can leave him there. Grab him before the patrol comes. And work my way through. Oof. So we go back through. Grab the body armor again. Got it. Go back out here. Grab this dude. You know what? I'm going to play it super safe this time. Make sure that this doesn't happen again. I'm going to run up. I'm going to run back into this room and save at the toilet so that we come back to here if I do sheepily make the same mistake again. I might have to load it just because the patrol's coming. I can just stand here, wait for the patrol to pass. Wait for it. There we go. I'm not doing myself any favors here. It is very, very warm. I'm wearing lots and lots of extra clothing, and I have a real incentive to complete this run a lot faster than I'm doing right now, and I'm not going for it. So we drop the permission slip off at the guard. We grab the 4th potty, so we've got 1 potty to go. Now we'll go and do the drill sergeant. So the options that I need to pick are stolen, clue, place. There we go. Boss defeated.
Incredible fight.
So that is a completely optional boss. You don't have to do it at all. But it does provide a quick 2 XP, and I do need that XP. Now for the real bosses of Chapter 5. First up, we've got Machine Mike. Who, as you can see, shoots with his machine gun a lot. Let's try and roll past him. And that's Machine Mike.
Boss defeated.
And now we come to another rather annoying boss in the game. This is Splash Mike. Splash Mike has 2 achievements. For Splash Mike, we have to destroy 5 trucks before he can. And we also have to destroy every truck and every container in the level. So I'm going to hide behind containers and let him destroy them. I need to destroy the trucks. So I'm going to destroy that one. There'll be some grenades in there. I'm going to grab these rockets from over here. He's going to shoot, so I'm just going to keep moving so I'm out of the way. Grab the medal. That is for destroying everything in the area. So I'm going to destroy the trucks. There's Finders Destroys. I've now destroyed 5 trucks myself without him destroying them. Now we just need to combined destroy every object in the game. And it is worth noting, and again I'm going to say this nice and clearly because I know one of the developers is here. The wording of this achievement is actually incorrect in the game. The wording suggests that you must let Splash Mike destroy all of the objects, which isn't true. You are allowed to help him. But I think that's all of them. There we go, that's splash damage. So now all I've got to do is defeat him without dying. Of course, the problem with not dying now is there's no objects for me to hide behind. But I've done it. that was actually pretty clean. I've really struggled with that boss since picking up this category. So I'm actually really pleased. If you do take a death, the best thing to do for like beginners for that one is to just destroy everything, take a death, and then redo the fight. If you die after collecting an achievement, the achievement remains. You don't have to do the achievement again. Any progress towards an uncompleted achievement doesn't stay if you die. So it's not like you can, you know, heal a guard, die, heal the guard again, die, heal the guard again. That doesn't work. You have any progress is reset, but achievements themselves stick around. There was one more that we just got. Just some boxes. Destroy 5 crates with a single grenade. That is the only opportunity in the game to do it. Those crates in the top right-hand corner. So it's very important I got those there. That is the achievement for completing Chapter 6, Engineering Problems. I'm going to come down and grab this secret. There's 3 more bullet pouches here. So that's going to put me on 7. There are only 3 bullet pouches left to get in the game. And we now have to do this engineering section. So these are engineers that are on these machines controlling that buzzsaw. So we just have to blow them up. But of course, as I said before, Jesse... Oh, I'll go this way. Jesse is not a killer. We do have to heal them. Sadly, because these guys are engineers and not guards, none of these 6 heals count towards our achievement for healing 20 guards. If anyone is a big glitch hunter or skip hunter or whatever in speedruns, this would be the thing that I'd love to see a skip for. Something to skip the engineers would be amazing. But in the meantime, we're going to go and get in this little yellow submarine. Obviously, an obvious nod to the Beatles. We're going to pilot this submarine, and there'll be a couple of little things to do. We're going to recycle a bunch of items. There are too many items in the game to fit in Jesse's inventory, so about just after the halfway point, the game gives us this little recycling bin to get rid of all of the items that we no longer need throughout the run, which I think is really nice. It's really, it's encouraging to recycle. So we now get this little underwater section in the submarine. The submarine is quite nice to control. You'll see in this room there's a bunch of mines. A mine is an instant kill, so I have to make sure I don't hit the mines. I can hit the walls. They will do damage to me, but they're not an instant kill. I'm going to quickly get out here. I'm going to grab some missiles so that I can shoot some mines, because I'm going to need to shoot some. 28 share. 28 is probably way more than enough. We've got 1 toilet door to break in here, so I'll break that. And use the toilet to save, just in case if I take a death and I only have to come back to here. But for the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to be going through the water, destroying some mines. We'll grab a secret, and then there will be a boss. But in the meantime, now's another good time for any messages or donations. Go for it!
Absolutely. We had $15 come in from Caro. That says, matching for the first 3 deaths. Relatedly, anyone know how to make C4? And something tells me we're going to learn. And
Maybe.
Something tells me it'll be interesting. I also wanted to take a moment, since I didn't get to do this before the run, since it was a pretty fast turnover, to just remind everyone why we're here at Completithon and what we're raising money for. So, Completithon is raising money for Somos Familia Valle, a community-based organization created and led by local, low-income, first-generation college students who are LGBTQ+ people of color in the San Fernando Valley area in San Fernando, California. Somos Familia Valle organizes for intersectional LGBTQ+ liberation through transformative dialogue, advocacy, and civic engagement. So if you're interested in learning more about them, their website is www.somosfamiliavalle.org and can be found if you do !charity in chat.
Amazing. Yeah, please keep your donations coming in, folks. It's really important. So this is Q-Geel, our next boss, and I collected a medal which was called Unagi Blast. This is for defeating Q-Geel with exactly 6 missiles. Basically just means I'm not allowed to miss. If I'd missed, I'd have to reload and start the fight again. Luckily, I didn't, and we should get the achievement after this jingle. There we go. So that is Unagi Blast unlocked. That is the end of Chapter 6. That should be a perfect level. Fun fact, impossible to not get all 9 XP in Chapter 6. It's the only level you can't miss XP. And we got both secrets as well. So moving to Chapter 7, Boondocks. Now, I've been pretty meticulous throughout the run about getting the exact number of XP that I want. Oh, there's potty time. I collected the 5th and final potty of the run. It's just a shame I'm not allowed to use them. So the reason for getting the exact amount of XP that I've been doing throughout is the next boss that I'm going to fight is one of the hardest bosses in the game. It's called Nuke Sub, and it's exactly what it sounds. It's a nuclear submarine. And I want to hit level 8 before I fight it. With the exact XP that I've been getting, I should hit level XP on the very last guard before that fight. On hitting level 8, I will get an upgrade called Demolition Man, which means my grenades and rockets do 25% more damage. It just makes the fight a little bit safer and a little bit easier. I actually think overall, it's the amount of time spent getting the XP probably doesn't make it worth the amount of time you save on the fight, but it does make the fight a lot safer, which in a marathon setting, particularly in a marathon setting where I've already made a bunch of mistakes, is a very, very good thing. So as I move through Chapter 7, I'm opening these crates and grabbing this money. I now have, I think, $30 million. That's $40 million. We're going to use this money. This is one of the other really nasty, I'm going to have to do it this way. This is another really nasty room for getting guard XP. So what I've done here is I'm just going to wait off screen whilst the guards investigate. Once they start moving back, there we go, and hopefully, no. And this is where you really start to run into problems if the guards are really, really close together. Because even with the handkerchief, it is very, very difficult to grab one of them without the other one spotting. And unfortunately, that's just the way the RNG is. There's kind of ways around it. Hopefully... Hopefully this one will work better because the guards were quite split up to begin with. So one should investigate and then move away quicker than the other one. See what happens. Yeah, they have, but they've already moved away into really annoying locations. I don't know if he's going to come around here. Oh, now's my chance. Go!
Nothing interesting.
Oh! So I then try to distract the second guard with the noise of opening the container, but it wasn't quite enough. The RNG is not being pleasant to me this run. Come on. And here the guards are so close to each other. I just got to wait for them to split up. Let's see where they go from here. I might be able to... Depends where that guard goes. No. It really doesn't like me.
Marathon RNG at its finest.
We are just going to have to play the slow game here, unfortunately. Okay, I think they're both moving off. I should be able to just grab that one. Okay, I'll do that instead. Huzzah!
Nice.
Done. Oh, okay. Luckily, the guards in this room are much nicer. They have a reasonably set patrol. They'll both turn around here, and I should be able to just tag that one without the other one getting spooked. Now's a good time to actually shoot one of them as well and heal. Haven't done one of those in a while. But there we go. As I said, that is level 8. There's a very last guard before this next fight. So I can take Demolition Man. My rockets and grenades will do 25% more damage, and it means that fight is going to be a lot easier. So we give the $50 million to this captain. He sells us his boat, which immediately gets struck by lightning, and we can no longer escape. So we're going to have to make our way through the rest of the game instead. Just avoid those shots. Grab some more grenades. I'm going to play this safe. There's a toilet in here. There's no toilet doors to break, but there's a urinal, so we'll save it there just to play it safe, because I've already lost so much time this run to not playing it safe. Neat little thing with this boss, we can actually fire a shot before we even move into the room the boss is in. So that shot's still going, and then it lands. So I'm just going to concentrate on this fight for a moment. Oh, that wasn't quite it. There we go. And that's Nuke Sub. I say, probably the hardest boss in the game. Normally, I mean, when you add in the achievements that you have to do for the likes of Sewer Junk and the Tank, then maybe not so much the most difficult one in this run, but I'm always glad to get through that run first try. I got spotted by that guard, so I'm going to quickly redo this bit. So grab the gasoline. We still got one more boss to do here in this chapter. Hopefully I can get around these guards without them spotting me. That's better. So we'll chloroform this one. Let's make sure he doesn't spot me. Punch, shoot, heal. Other guard to heal. I'll heal myself whilst I'm at it as well. That was a good time for that. We got one of two. We can use either of these two boats for the next boss. We're going to use this one that's got a machine gun on it. The other one's got a rocket launcher and it's a little bit slower. We now have our next boss fight. This is Black Thunder. The RNG with Black Thunder is very interesting. Black Thunder always moves in exactly the same position. However, the layout of the river is the RNG and exactly how it turns and sways. Now, I've got to be honest, it actually gave me a really nice river. It is possible to do that in two waves. It took me 3. But that's actually pretty good. It can, if the wave is going the wrong way from where the helicopter is going, that can be a real pain. As we've just got another achievement there, the Stealthy Experience. That was for completing 5 chapters with maximum XP. So we've now done that in 5 chapters. We are going to do it in 6. We will get max XP in this chapter as well, but it's not worth not getting it in any of the others. So after a really action-packed chapter, the game gives us a bit of a slowdown here. We're going into a chapter that a lot of people really don't like, because there's a lot of cameras. If you get spotted by any of the cameras, it's an instant game over. As Jesse's telling the story of his escape, he explains that he didn't get spotted once while making his way through the base, and he's really stealthy. So if you do get spotted, it is a game over. Luckily, the load that I deliberately did a load as soon as I first reached the gate. Resets the camera positions of every camera in the base and gives me the perfect cycles to get through. So you'll see as I reach each camera, it is moving away. That camera's already moving to the right, so I can get into position. And every single camera up until towards the end will be in exactly the right position for me, which is really handy. I'm going to create some scarecrows here, or scare guards, or guard crows. However you want to describe them. The cameras aren't too clever. The cameras in a couple of the rooms coming up know that there's guards there, and if they see that those guards are no longer there, then they're going to question it. So we've created some scare guards to drop down so that when the camera looks, it sees the scare guard and it goes, oh yeah, that's a guard. So we'll drop those there, and the camera's just like, yep, that's fine. There's a secret behind that palm tree. We'll come back for that in a second. Come into here, grab our next weapon, the electromagnetic grenade. I can carry 12 of these. I'm going to get all 12. And as you can probably imagine, electromagnetic grenades are great at taking out cameras for a short amount of time. Up to this one. I'm going to wait for this camera. I need to grab that medal. That is the medal for completing Chapter 8. So, camera's gone. Grab the medal. Just move into this position and throw. And we can move. Must remember to run into this toilet, and because there is a toilet door. I once completed a run on world record time and didn't realise I'd forgotten that toilet door. It was a very, very sad moment in my speedrunning career. So I don't think I've ever missed it since, because I always remember the story. I always remember to go and get him. So another secret. We get all the secrets in this chapter as well. And now we're just going to make our way through the rest of the base, throwing grenades, taking out the cameras. And we've got one last puzzle. The developer of the game, Fran, explained that he wanted to put a boss in that wasn't really a fighting boss; it was a thinking boss. So it is sort of a boss. We have to get through that door. The way we get through that door is by getting this discarded pizza box. The discarded pizza box tells us that there is a guard on the other side of the door who likes pizza. We've inspected the pizza box to see that it's pepperoni, so we know what kind of pizza we are delivering. And we're going to get this fire extinguisher here, and we're going to use the fire extinguisher on the pizza to make it look like steam's coming off of it, so it's a nice boiling pepperoni pizza for us to go inside and deliver to the guards. And that's the end of Chapter 8. Another perfect chapter. And we only have 2 chapters remaining. We come to Chapter 9, the longest chapter in the game. There's a lot going on in this chapter. Very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the security system so we can't get any alerts. We have an option of what types of guards we want in here. And we're going to take Scandinavian guards. Scandinavian guards are beefier and bulkier than normal guards. If I went up and punched them, they wouldn't care. They would just turn around and be like, hey, you. And that was my 20th guard that I've put to sleep. So good night is now complete. That's the other reason for taking Scandinavian guards. Gives you one more opportunity to put guards to sleep. Now, I don't actually need to take out every single one of these Scandinavian guards, which is handy because it can take a very long time. There's a lot of room for error. I want to try and take out as many as I can to get as much XP. I do want one more secret, which is in here. This is going to be our 15th and final secret in the game. So that's another achievement complete. Chapter 9 is really where we start to see most of these achievements get finished. And Chapter 9 is where we start to worry in case any of those achievements look like they aren't going to get finished. Take this guy into here. Grab that medal for completing this chapter. And that's it. We don't really need to get any more guards. So I'm going to just run through the rest of the level.
Base, escaping prisoner.
So ignore these guards. I took out the security system at the start, so they're not going to call an alert on me. So we're never going to get into a red alert. None of the doors are going to lock. Break another toilet door. We're getting close to having all toilet doors broken. Going to get in the lift. I'm going to try and dodge all of these shots. Brilliant. The body armor put in some work there. We'll now move into the second floor. I'm going to shoot this guard. Shoot this scientist. You might think it's really harsh of Jesse to shoot an unarmed scientist. He actually didn't. He fired a warning shot to scare him. A warning shot which then ricocheted around the room and then hit him. Of course, we have to heal him. And of course, because he's not a guard, it doesn't count as one of our 20 heals. We're now moving into a section which has the best music in the game. I'll hear no one say anything otherwise. I'm going to grab this medal, Mecha Arachnophobia. It's for destroying 9 robo spiders. These are the robo spiders, and this is why I'm in here punching these robo spiders. So we have to destroy. There are only 9 robo spiders, so I have to destroy all 9 of them. This room can be a little bit. The robo spiders are lethal, by the way. They really hurt. So I really don't want to get on the bad side of one of them. So throw that one there. That should get that one. So that's all the robo spiders done in this area. We're not done yet. Grab the anti-rad suit. We're going to be using that in a second. We're going to go through what we call the red room. Sorry, I really, really love the music of this bit, and you don't often get to hear this section of it. It's just really cool. Because it should go away. It'll go away at some point. Oh, it'll go away when I go into this toilet. There we go. Sad face. Good music is gone. So I'm going to use the toilet just to be on the safe side. So we're now going into the red room, which we've got a rad suit. It's called the red room because it's very, very red. We've got to destroy the spiders in here, and this room is full of radiation. So I need to keep the radiation suit on as much as I can. Like the thermal suit from Chapter 3, I can't throw grenades whilst in it, I can't punch whilst in it, I have to take it off. So I have to be quite careful with how I use it. In any percent, we actually skip the radiation suit completely. We do what's called the red room skip, where we run through the whole of this. I collected a secret called the blood bag, which instantly heals me back to full health. And we use that instead to get through without having to grab the rad suit. But as we had to go all the way over to destroy the spiders, it makes sense to grab the rad suit, play it safer to get those spiders as well. So just going to make our way through, break some of these, get the really cool tunes again. So I'm going to be careful here. I haven't had a save since before the red room, so I really don't want to... How many... Oh, I've got loads of... Oh. I've got loads of health kits. I still need to heal guards. So any opportunity I get to heal any guards, I should take. I should also heal myself, actually.
I heard something.
Take this guard out. Grab some ammo from him. Oh, I'm full on ammo. Level 9, I'm going to take Light Munitions Experts. Light Munitions Expert is mandatory for all achievements, because that's the thing that's going to allow me to have 90 bullets at once. Going to heal this guard. Come in here, get a save point. Very, very nice save points. There we go. And keycard number 4. Now, you probably didn't notice, I didn't say so at the very start, but do you remember the 2 joking guards from Chapter 1? There were 2 guards who were having a joke, and I had to use a coin and a knocked out guard to deal with them. I picked up this pair of sunglasses from them, and we have held on to these sunglasses for this very moment. We collect Robert's photographs. If we're not wearing the sunglasses, Jesse will get distracted by the shiny coin. In fact, I'll take them off now, and you can see. Jesse gets distracted by the shiny coin on the floor, just like the guards do. So by wearing the sunglasses, it disguises the glint of it, and Jesse doesn't get distracted by it. As a result, I can heal all 3 of those guards, get their XP, and that is 20 guards healed. That's actually the perfect moment to have that achievement done. So, we now don't have to worry about healing guards. We don't have to worry about taking guards out with chloroform. I do still have a few guards to take out with the slingshot. And we're going to do that here on the 3rd floor. These are Japanese guards. Japanese guards are very weak. You can take them out with 1 punch or 1 slingshot. There we go. That is 5 slingshotted guards. However, unlike other guards in the game, this is an ammo dock, so I'm just going to get to 90 bullets, and that's Lord of the Bullets. Have 90 bullets at once. Unlike other guards in the game, other guards have a 90-degree cone of visibility. So they have a cone right in front of them. Japanese guards have a 180-degree cone. They can see immediately to their left and right. They also don't need to call in an alert on a radio. As soon as they spot you, you get an alert. You cannot move out of the way. You cannot take them out. You are getting an alert. So that's what makes Japanese guards a little bit tricky. We're going to come back to that floor after I've been here on the roof. Up here on the roof, we're just going to collect some wires, some crocodile clips, and I need to take out a communication tower. A communication tower controls a missile grid, and what we want to do is we want to escape in this helicopter. But if we try and escape in the helicopter, the missile grid is going to shoot us down. So what we need to do is we need to take it out first. So we craft some wires with the crocodile clips. Come over to here. and we're going to just disrupt it. Luckily, the sequence that we have to do here is always the same. There are some instructions in the base to collect to tell you which sequence to do, but it's always the same. Cut the left, cut the right, cut the middle. That's it. We've taken out the communications array. We can go to the helicopter, get in the helicopter, and finally escape. Oh, no one left any keys in the helicopter. We need to find the helicopter's keys. As if it would be that simple. So we're still gonna, we're nearly there. We are going to escape in that helicopter eventually. We're gonna go and find the keys, I promise. Before we do that, we have to come back down to floor 3. Because we've come back down here, now we're gonna get an extra save point, which is really helpful. Because now I've immediately been spotted by that guard. So I'm still not level 10. And this is the very last opportunity to get XP to hit level 10. There is more than enough XP to do it. Wait for him to turn. Got him. There's more than enough XP to get to level 10 here, but I do need to make sure I don't get spotted, because otherwise there's no XP to get. 2 more toilet doors. Get a save point as well. We will take that guard out. Ooh, that other guard actually heard that. So I'm going to have to be careful. They will be out of position later. I need to take out this guard. Got him. Wait for this guard here to turn around. There he goes. Take him out. And then quickly just... I missed. Okay, I'll just wait for him to come back down again. Oh, come on. There we go.
Now he was just trolling you.
Yeah, I love it when he decides to just stop like that. So I am 1 XP off level 10. There is one more guard, but we've also got one more boss, and that boss is in this room right here. We have a challenge to do for Takuma Takagashi, which is defeat him without him healing. No problem, he's dead. The easiest boss in the game. So that is level 10. There is the medal for beating him without healing. Unlike Sewer Junk, you have to collect the medal before you defeat him. Unlike Sewer Junk, you don't have to collect the medal before defeating him. If you defeat him and then collect the medal, it still counts. Don't know why one is one and one is the other. Do you have one of the developers in chat? They might be able to explain why.
In the chat, please explain yourselves.
What was that?
So, some of these guards are kind of patrolling a little bit because someone got I took one out and he got found. So there's a couple of extra guards for me to deal with. Oh dear.
I heard something.
This is a little awkward. I might be able to deal with this. Oh god, they're everywhere. Okay, no. Never mind. We'll retry that. Now that I've loaded, it should have reset every guard in the base, so they'll be fine. Shouldn't have anyone. Oh no, there's one wandering around. They're still wandering around. This is very strange. They normally don't still wander around, so I'm gonna have to sort of take them out again as I work my way back. I'll go this way. Hopefully they haven't. Let's say hopefully they haven't all been woken up, but it does appear that they have all been woken up. Oh no. This is they shouldn't have all woken up. I don't know why they've all woken up.
There's so many.
I think I've dealt with it. There we go. Done. This game just does not like me today.
That was incredibly well done.
So the one advantage of the Japanese guards only needing one hit to get taken out means you can just stand at the side of the room and do that. I'm going to have to run now through here. I need to collect another item. Luckily, it's very easy to get. It's in this room. We couldn't come in this room before because I didn't have the level 4 card. Now that I do, I can get the night vision goggles. We're going to head down into the basement. And I don't know if Jack Lafere is still in chat. But if he is, I'll do him a solid. The voice of Jack Lafere, everyone.
Thanks. Who are you?
I'm the Lord of the Labyrinth.
We'll leave it at that. Yes, Jack Lafere is the voice of the Lord of the Labyrinth. So I thought I always, if I know he's watching, I always like to give it a little play. So we've got one more challenge to do here, which is Do Not Disturb. You'll see that there are a bunch of gates hidden around. Well, I say hidden, like this gate here. I'm not allowed to destroy any of them, which is fine. I don't need to destroy any of them anyway. I've got plenty of supplies. I've got enough ammo. That's all that's hiding behind them. However, one thing that I did mention right at the start is that a 100% run of this game isn't possible. A 100% run would be all achievements and completing every chapter with an unperfect rating. So you do every achievement, you would collect every XP, you'd collect every secret, and you would complete all of the hidden developer challenges. Unfortunately, this achievement that I'm trying to do right now for not destroying any gates, one of the secrets in the game is hidden behind one of these gates. So you can't get this achievement and that secret at the same time, meaning a 100% run of this game is impossible, which is a shame because I'd really like to do it. So if there is ever plans for one more patch, I do understand there is one more patch still to come. If they could patch that out and make my dreams of a 100% run possible, I'd be ever so grateful. But that is the end of chapter 9. Penultimate chapter. We've got one chapter left. This is the final chapter. Escape will be complete.
Before you start on this chapter, I apologize. Do you mind if I read a couple donations that came in a while ago?
Absolutely.
Just haven't had time for them, but it's great. Your commentary is incredible and really descriptive. So a while back, and I had completely missed this donation, we did have the third death donation for $5 from Jack Lafere that said, "Third death, respect his authority," parentheses. Let's eat some Morris, because that did go towards the Stardew Valley Yeet Morris incentive. So thank you so much for that death donation from a while back, Jack Lafere. Also a while back, we had a donation for $20 from Noves, and apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly, Noves, in chat, let me know. That said, "Thanks for helping UnMetal do some good while showing it off, but you're skipping all my lines. Good luck on the run."
Noves is the voice actor who voices Jesse Fox.
All right, so we got one line.
we did get a line. I did just create some C4, which we did mention at one point. C4 is crafted by collecting 4 lots of C1 and just combining them together to make C4.
Oh, now we've learned.
So there you go. There's so much learning and science in this game. It's very educational. So highly recommend anyone picking it up just to learn some valuable life skills, if anything else. We've got some mandatory alerts here. Just going to stand at the edge of the screen as they come on. This is the Colonel. This is Colonel Harris, who we found in the jail cell right at the start of the game. We're taking him with us because we're going to escape with him. We are heading up to get the final little bits of the game complete. So we're going to head into General X's armory, grab some ammunition. We need a few of these electromagnetic grenades. Gonna need some rockets. I think I'm probably full on grenades and ammo, so I don't need to worry about those. I have one more toilet door to break. Hopefully. This one, I always hate this one. Yes! I have had runs where I have broken that toilet door and not been awarded the achievement because I missed a toilet door elsewhere. So I'm very pleased that achievement got unlocked. And we are into the final boss, General X. The final boss is done in 3 stages. You'll notice there's a medal I'm going to collect that medal. So we've got some drones to take care of first. The second phase of this boss is going to be a robo-tank. It's not a Metal Gear. It is a robo-tank. It's not a Metal Gear, I promise you. But the achievement is for defeating the robo-tank without using any electromagnetic grenades. So I'm going to shoot it 3 times, and it's immediately going to kill me. My body armor did not come into play. It did not protect me from any shots. And again, just quite nicely wraps up how mean the RNG in this run has been today. We will persevere and get it done. So destroy all of the drones. Oh. You know what? I'm going to play this safe and low. I don't actually know whether I have to grab the medal before the fight. I could have grabbed it after I destroyed it, but I don't know if it would have counted. So I'm going to play it safe and just quickly... Always grab it before you beat all the drones. Oh, one more set of drones. Right, please don't just insta-kill me this time. Right, I'm going to move out of the way this time. There we go. Robo-tank destroyed. No electromagnetic grenades were used. Achievement complete. And now the final stage. The fight with General X. Time will be when his health hits 0, which hopefully will be now. Time!
Nice run.
Oh... So zero, there's no XP in chapter 10, 0 secrets. There's 1 secret, which I didn't get because it's not needed. That is a final IGT of 1 hour, 16 minutes and 19 seconds. It's about nearly 10 minutes behind world record, but there's so much RNG in it. It's, very, very difficult to sort of, get consistent over and over. It's not one I've been doing for very long. There are the final 3 achievements. Continents, we didn't use a potty. Escape complete, we beat the game. And Tough Guy, we beat the game on hard. And of course, we just have to verify it, skip the credits, go to the achievements tab. Boom. 40 out of 40 achievements complete. That is UnMetal all achievements. Woo! Now I can take this... I muted my mic. I accidentally knocked the mute button on my mic.
I was wondering if that was on purpose or...
Apologies. That was UnMetal all achievements. Huge thank you to the developer, Unepic Fran, and the other people who worked on it. Jack Lafayette, who's been in chat, Noveds, the voice of Jesse Fox, who's been in chat. It's a fantastic little indie game. I believe it's on sale on GOG at the moment. I think it's GOG. I know I saw it on sale somewhere. But it has also just received a retail release, which is a fantastic... you can get it just on its own. You can get the collector's edition. You get like the nice dog tags, which are now nice dog tags with them, and other secrets and stuff. So it's good. It'd be great to get more people into the game. But more than anything, I've skipped all of the dialogue and all of the cutscenes in this game. It is a very, very funny game. So if anything, do yourself a favor and just play through it, just to enjoy the game as it is. Maybe speedrun it afterwards, because we could always do more runners, but do yourself a favor and at least give the game a go. And if you do check out the game on speedrun.com, we've got a wiki dedicated to all of the different categories as well, so it's a really easy game to get into. But that's it. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I will hand it back over to you. Thank you very much for having me.
No, thank you, Nick. That was incredible. And thank you so much for that run. Give it up in chat one more time for NickRPGreen for that amazing run of UnMetal. A really entertaining game that I personally didn't know about. So really happy to have seen it. Really happy to have learned a little bit about it. And Yeah, thank you again so much for the run, and thank you to everyone who is here, hanging out, watching the stream, donating, anything. Thank you so much for being here for Completithon. Here is your between run reminder. I will do this every time. Between run reminder to hydrate, stand up, stretch, give yourself a little bit of self-care, especially that hydrate point. Make sure you are staying healthy and hydrated and not staying in your chair for too long. I'm going to do it myself. But yeah, thanks again for that run. If anybody else was following along with the $5 per death donations that were coming in throughout that run, I believe we did end at 4 total deaths, but 3 of them were unintentional. So if you want to match a couple of those donations that came in for $5 per death, that is a total of $15 or $20 or any amount you want. Every single amount counts, and we've got a ton of incentives and bid wars still going on that you can donate towards. And they could all use a little bit of love. Some of those include the Stardew Valley incentive for later today to Yeet Morris. For those of you who don't know, Morris is the Joja Mart, if you remember this. If I'm remembering this correctly, is the head of Joja Mart in Stardew Valley, or at least a Joja Mart representative. Kind of a terrible person, at least in my opinion, and an opportunity to see Morris yeeted, or yote, if you will, would be incredible. We are at $30 out of $40 for that incentive, so just a little bit more to go, and we can see Morris get rightfully yeeted. We also have an Adopt a Pet bid war for that same run for Stardew Valley. Currently, Adopt a Cat is sitting at $70, but Adopt a Dog is not far behind at $44. So if you want to see a dog get adopted in Stardew Valley, please get your donations in. Dog people, you can snipe this. I believe in you. That's about a, what is that, math? $26 difference there. So, you know, a couple of donations, a little bit of, a couple of death donations, or, you know, just a crew of dog lovers hopping in to snipe that out. And as we set up for the next run, I do want to talk a little bit more about why we are all here today for Completithon, which is to raise money for Somos Familia Valle. If do you or anyone you know want to get involved with Somos Familia Valle, you can go directly to their site, www.somosfamiliavalle.org, and see all that they have to offer, which you can also pull up by doing !charity in chat. You can directly sign up to become a member of Somos Familia Valle for free in order to get updates on activities and events that the community hosts. Somos Familia Valle also hosts free LGBTQ+ youth programs, both in person and virtually, so that youths ages 12 to 17 who are LGBTQ+, immigrant, people of color, and their allies can have a space to make new friends and discuss the issues and ideas that matter to them. The group also learns about mental health, diversity, inclusion, the power of community, advocacy, organizing, and social justice to help youth create change together. So again, !charity in chat to see their website, somosfamiliavalle.org. It's an incredible organization, and they have some incredible programs there that a whole bunch of people can take part in. I believe they not only have youth programs, but they also have a bunch of programs for folks over the age of 18 who also are part of the LGBTQ+ community. So you can check all that out on their website, !charity in chat. And also, as a reminder, !donate to get the donation link to donate towards that incredible cause for Completithon.